The revolution against celebrities has begun, as thousands of everyday people are banding together to completely wipe certain celebrities off the face of the earth. This is not a trend, more so a movement. Hashtag Celebrity Blockout 2024. In this movement, people are congregating together to block even the most powerful celebrities who don't deserve our attention anymore, and vowing to them that if they're not going to use the power we gave them for good, we're gonna take it away from them.
Block celebrities on social media so they don't earn ad revenue from you.
As a longtime fan of Taylor Swift, I'm blocking her.
There's one person in particular who absolutely needs to be held accountable. Where the fuck is Lady Gaga?
Hey Zendaya, you probably won't see this video, and if you do see this video, you probably won't care because you've shown us that you do not care. Add Zendaya to your Blackout 2024 list immediately.
Let's see which stars are already losing millions of followers, because there's a lot of them, and how celebrities are now reacting in a very panicked way.
I waited too long to talk about Palestine. I will admit that.
Celebrities do not have as much power as you guys think they do.
I am so sorry. I did not do my due diligence. I'm so stupid because the things going on in the world today are weighing heavily on everyone's hearts.
Why is this happening? Will it work? And who should you block and who should you not block? We're going to talk all about it today at Pop Culture University Students, where you learn about the good and the bad side of the celebrity world. So before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to enroll here, become a student, learn all about what we can learn from celebrities and what we should learn not to do. Like the video, share the video, comment to spread the word, get this out here, push the movement out here. So let's get into it. The IKEA elephant is here. Now I know what you're thinking here. Patty, you're the professor of this hypothetical university, which in itself is weird. I know. All you talk about is celebrities or pop culture. Wouldn't you be out of a job if you encourage people to block celebrities? Yes, I absolutely would be. Does that mean I still don't think this movement is long overdue and celebrities need some sort of shock to the heart and a defibrillator to wake them up and bring them back down to earth, so sometimes people like me can actually take pride in being a fan of them and being a fangirl? I can remove myself from the fandom energy to look in the eyes of my favorite stars, their perfectly winged eyeliners and pursed lips and completely beat faces, and understand they could be doing something better and they could be doing more, and them not doing it is absolutely disgusting. There's a lot of celebrities who have already lost millions of followers. Kim Kardashian has lost 3 million followers across all platforms. Taylor Swift has lost over 1 million followers on all platforms. Selena Gomez, the most followed woman on the internet, has lost over 1 million followers on platforms. Ariana Grande, other influencers like Hailey Bailey, Chris Olsen, Brittany Broski, they are all a victim of the celebrity block party. And I love that people are calling it a block party as well, as if we're celebrating in the middle of the streets and eating hors d'oeuvres, drinking champagne, and eating cake, if you will, if the celebrities will allow us to eat some cake. So this is led by a man on TikTok. His @ is Blockout 2024, and his whole platform is about telling you each day which celebrity to block. He wants to focus his energy on just a few celebrities every single day to completely strip away their platform. So why is this happening? First of all, it's happening because I think the Met Gala was the straw that broke the camel's back. Not that the Met Gala in its entirety caused this whole situation, but it was the cherry on top of a very shitty cake that the elites threw at us. Well, they were busy walking up the most expensive staircase in the world and forgetting what designers designed their outfit and soaking up each other's awesomeness via osmosis. There's the biggest economic crisis we've faced in decades going on in America. We don't have health care. We can barely afford groceries. Half people in America are getting their rights taken away from them. We can't afford to get injured because we can't afford the ambulance. And these celebrities who convinced us to love them under the guise of being socially responsible and could be a good pillar for our community now seem to not care at all. And this really did start in COVID, I believe. In the worst of times, they were not there for us. They were just mocking us on their Zoom. And as things just got worse and worse and worse, they're still going to the Met Gala and displaying this gross display of wealth. It's all too much. But what really is what this is about is that the same day at the Met Gala, I'm not sure if you noticed, but every celebrity's post was being spammed with the comment, "All eyes on Rafah." Rafah is a place in Gaza where every Palestinian who is being victims of a genocide right now have been pushed to Rafah by the Israeli government because they were told that that is the last safe place to go. But the same day as the Met Gala, the Israeli government launched an attack on Rafah, where 1.5 million Palestinians are currently residing, where they're malnourished, don't have food, don't have water, are watching each other die slowly. And that's on top of the almost 50,000 Palestinians who have already died. And this is so extremely scary because Rafah is the only safe place that can go left, and now they're bombing everyone there, and they're sieging the borders and not letting them out, potentially leading to what could be the biggest catastrophic humanitarian event we have ever seen on this earth while we've been alive. And before I continue, of course, I am expecting people to say free the hostages, and I want to let you know I feel exactly the same way as you. I feel so depressed for every victim, every civilian who has been dragged into this situation, not knowing at all why they're being collectively punished like this. I feel so distraught and terrible for everyone involved as a civilian on both sides. However, free the hostages or free everyone is not the thing to say in this situation, because even Netanyahu said, even with a deal with Hamas to bring the hostages home, he will still finish his plan in Rafah. So even the hostages aren't his main priority. We no longer live in the days where celebrities are allowed to not be activists. I wouldn't even say this is activism. I would just say this is standing up for your fellow humans and showing that you still have a heart and a beating pulse and a soul. And when people say celebrities don't need to be activists, this is just a human issue. When you become a celebrity, do you stop being a human? No. So people realize, we control celebrities' money, we control their career, we control their economic status. So why don't we take everything away from them by not giving them our attention ever again?
You know the last time Kim Kardashian made money from me? It was December 13th of last year. It's when I blocked her.
All of this time when this genocide has been being committed, y'all didn't have nothing to say except for pushing products in our face.
Block them until they support Palestine. We control celebrities' money. Their currency is our attention and data. Our first assignment, meaning the first celebrity that we're gonna mass block until they speak up in support of Palestine, is Kim Kardashian.
Many have also called out celebrities for attending the high-profile fashion event, the Met Gala, while Israel ramped up its bombardment of Palestinians trapped in Gaza's Rafah.
This is genuinely so dystopian. These people are living on a different plane of reality than the rest of us. They aren't even affected by the same political and economic issues that matter to us, because rich people will always have the means to circumvent them.
Why don't we just take that all away from them? Why don't we say, if you're not going to do what's in our best interest anymore, be as we thought you would, we're not going to give you any of our attention anymore. And today, while we're in the attention economy, that's what they need to keep the life of their career alive. And yes, this would suck because I would be out of a job. I'm the biggest Taylor Swift fan. I'm the biggest Ariana Grande fan. But some I do think there are redeeming qualities of, and they just need to be put in a timeout to be blocked. So do I support this movement? Absolutely I do, even if I am the professor of Pop Culture University. I started this university because there's things to really learn from celebrities. They're the soundtrack to our lives. Their music, their movies inspire us, but they become unimportant, unvaluable when all we can learn from them is what not to do. And we've seen celebrities be able to make a change if they really want to. The same celebrities we're applying pressure to right now, they've made change in the past, so they know they can. They're just proving that they don't really want to right now. For example, Taylor Swift with her Miss Americana documentary, that whole documentary was about trying to fight for women's rights and LGBTQ rights. And honestly, it was advocating for Joe Biden to be the president. And at the end of that documentary, she encouraged people to register to vote, and that day there was more registrations from young people to vote in the next election than ever before in the history of America. Also, she asked her fans to sign a petition to warrant a response from the White House for the Equality Act, and just in one day over 500,000 people signed it and the White House had to respond. Ariana Grande has worked with Headcount to get so many people to register to vote in the 2016 election while she was on tour. Celebrities these days have become more concerned with being CEOs and tycoons and businesswomen, girl bosses. Ooh, we're CEOs and we're dancing like a CEO. Oh, this celebrity just made my fave is a billionaire and your fave isn't. Fuck them. We cannot normalize that. These days, celebrities are more excited to get a seat at the table of tyranny than they are coming back down here with normal people on earth. Have you noticed how many celebrity brands there are these days? Have you noticed how everyone is just so preoccupied with pushing 17 different businesses at a time, finding a way to monetize their music more than ever, pump out 17 different versions of their vinyls, upcharge their tours for $10,000 a ticket? They're just trying to squeeze every penny out of the public because they know they can, because they've realized their power. They realize how much of a money-making cash cow machine they really are. And when there's more money on the line, that's when you have more incentive to be quiet. When there's more to lose, there's more reason to not help. Back in the day, I don't think celebrities were aware of how much money they can make. The wealth gap between a celebrity back then and now is so much more. Students, do you remember a time when you would Google a celebrity's net worth and it was almost always between 10 million and 40 million? It was always somewhere around there, and it didn't really exceed that. I'm not sure where it started, maybe with Kylie Cosmetics, but now every celebrity's net worth is like 500 million to a billion and beyond. And you are not Buzz Lightyear, bitch. Come back down to earth with us. Now that they found out a way to monetize literally their face and existence, they want to be more quiet than ever. They've definitely chosen money over morality, and it's very sad to see. Too much money makes the brain and the morals atrophy and allows you to comfortably float out of touch. Celebrities back in the day, they really had to fight for their fans. They really had to show you that I'm one of you, I represent you, so you should come and be a fan of me. Spend your hard-earned money on my concert ticket. Spend your hard-earned money on my merch. And that's really all they would ask of them. Like a concert ticket, a merch, buy my music. Now it's like being a fan of someone, it's like it's like having a fucking child. It's an expense. It's a liability. You have to spend so much to consume all the products that they're putting out and asking of you. Whereas back in the day, celebrities would fight for you. There's people like Lady Gaga who would almost get arrested in different countries to prove to her fans that she supports you and your LGBTQ rights, you and your reproductive rights. Nowadays, they're more concerned with saving face, where they're going to be on Forbes. It's all just so heartless and soulless these days. Because it's better to be a have and be hated by the have-nots than to be a have-not. It just pisses me off because there's certain celebrities with a brand about being kind and being such a good person. And then you see tens of thousands of people dying overseas and you don't say anything. Or you do say something, but it's just so people can stop bullying you so you can enjoy your Starbucks. Or you do say something, but it's only making yourself the victim and making it about you. And I understand there are things to lose because of how contentious this situation is and how much people who are sided with the Israeli government will come after you. Like Melissa Barrera, for example, she was fired from Screen 7 for just posting one thing about Palestine. And then the whole cast ended up standing with her. Then they had to recast the whole movie. Fuck Nev Campbell, I'm not gonna go watch Scream 7. I understand there's something you can lose, but even if you are going to lose $30 million one role, selling your soul is worth the most. That's why even I'm making content about it. This is literally my whole business, and I'll still make content about it. If I can admit these celebrities need to change, you can too. So will this work? Yes, it will work. There's celebrities like Lizzo and Brittany Broski who have already come out to speak about Palestine and Gaza, thank God, because of the celebrity block party. And honestly, right now, this could be so easy for even more celebrities to do the same thing because now Joe Biden has admitted that the US needs to stop and the Israeli government invading Rafah is crossing Biden's red line or something. So now even Biden is being like, oh, we need to protect the people of Gaza a bit more and maybe we're wrong in this situation. That opens up the floodgates for everyone to be like, actually, yeah, I'm just standing with the president. I'm just saying what he's saying. So it could be really easy for everyone to just speak on Gaza. And I encourage you all to make your own post about this. I encourage you to leave comments on celebrities' post about this. Hashtag all eyes on Rafah. So here are some celebrities not to block and who are being amazing humans, showing that they have humanity, showing that they have a soul, and providing aid and major attention to the people in Rafah. So the first celebrity that you should not block and definitely support is The Weeknd. He has donated $4.5 million of his own dollars to give humanitarian aid, food, meals, shelter to people in Gaza. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have even donated $1 million to support children and victims in Israel and in Palestine. You should definitely not block SZA, who was waving around a Palestinian flag at one of her concerts. That's amazing. That's wild and honestly kind of crazy because she just doing that in person with a lot of people there. There's no doubt she angered a lot of people in that crowd that could have retaliated against her in that moment. So I'm very proud of her. Hunter Schafer was protesting against the occupation of Palestine and the genocide of the Palestinian people. She was arrested for it. So we're definitely supporting Hunter Schafer, uplifting her. I'll give you your bail, girl. Bella Hadid and Gigi Hadid have both talked about how it's been a struggle for them their whole lives to represent Palestine because of the immense hate and ostracization they'll get in Hollywood for talking about it. Their father is Palestinian and they have never backed down, even years ago, talking about it.
I really do believe that if I started speaking about Palestine when I was 20, I wouldn't have gotten the recognition and the respect that I have now. I had so many companies stop working with me. I had friends that completely dropped me, like even friends that I had been having dinner with at their home on Friday nights for 7 years, like now just won't let me at their house anymore.
Renee Rapp, oh my God, at the GLAAD Awards in front of a lot of powerful people who could definitely help her career and get her further, faster. She demanded a ceasefire while accepting an award.
Very influential people and very privileged people, which is exciting and also is a huge privilege to be a part of that. Having said that, I'd like to take the opportunity to show support and call for an immediate ceasefire and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. Please continue to advocate for yourselves, continue to advocate for your friends, for your queer friends.
Rami Youssef at the Oscars said right to a reporter at the Oscars that we are demanding a ceasefire. We need to help the people in Gaza.
Calling for immediate, permanent ceasefire in Gaza. We're calling for peace and justice, lasting justice for the people of Palestine. And I think it's a universal message.
And a lot of celebrities had the small red pin on themselves that was representing exactly what Rami said. He was like, all the actors tonight are wearing this pin and that's what we're, representing with it. And of course that's nice. I like that. Billie Eilish and Phineas, for example, were wearing it. I wish there was a little bit more done. SNL even made fun of how inconsequential and how much of a cop-out that is.
It's wrong to stay silent, but it's also wrong to say too much. I just wish there was a way to split the difference.
Introducing Teeny Tiny Statement Pin, the new red carpet accessory that's so small it's barely visible.
Celebrities like Kehlani have pressured their peers to talk more about it. Macklemore even wrote a song about how much he stands with people of Palestine, and he called out his fellow music artists for being silent. I love that. Yes, call them out, Macklemore. Period. We will revive your career just for this. Thank you. There's a brief list of other celebrities who have talked about having a ceasefire. They haven't done anything major that we know of. For example, Rachel Zegler, who I love, she was in the Hunger Games. There's a lot of parallels to the Hunger Games in this situation. She's posted on her Instagram story multiple times how we all need to be actively calling our senators for a ceasefire and making sure activism isn't just online. So I appreciate her for that. I think her, along with other people who just post, just the word ceasefire or just sign a petition, we want a little bit more from them, but we still do appreciate it, and I won't block these people like Angelina Jolie, Pedro Pascal. Ariana Grande constantly likes posts about freeing Palestine, but she has not said anything about it. There is a petition sent to Joe Biden that 50 actresses and actors signed. A part of that list was Andrew Garfield, Dua Lipa, America Ferrera, Joaquin Phoenix, Oscar Isaac, Sandra Oh, Margaret Cho, Florence Pugh, Drake, and even Jennifer Lopez. Okay, gotta give props where props are due. I'm happy those people signed it, but again, I think a few of those people on that list would still be on the block list because signing one petition and then taking zero action after that is almost seen as like still hiding and not using your voice to even half of its extent. So there's a lot of celebrities that we definitely need to keep supporting and uplifting, and there's a lot that are disappointing us and can say a lot more, and they have every reason to speak out and be a human. I don't even think they would lose much at this point because of how undeniably catastrophic this is. Just for the collective consciousness and everyone's soul on earth, how could you let other humans suffer like this? I think the percentage of people seeing this as political has been plummeting, and we can all agree that this is not political. This is just a human crisis. I see this whole situation as a timeout for celebrities who definitely deserve to be blocked, especially the biggest celebrities in the world. Like I said, there's a lot of redeemable qualities about them. Some deserve to be blocked forever. People who I've hinted at earlier in this video, and some I think just need to take a time out and really hear what everyone is saying, and applying this immense pressure to them by taking away our attention, hurting their coin, hurting their bag, is going to help a lot. So I support it. I'll be back to the regularly scheduled program soon, but I just wanted to do my part in letting everyone know what's going on and supporting the Celebrity Block Party. Regularly scheduled program coming back soon. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, who you're blocking, who you're not blocking. Well, before I go, make sure to subscribe and enroll here to be a student at Pop Culture University, where you learn the good and the bad of the celebrity world, what we can learn from them and what we can learn not to do from them. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye students. Mwah.